Hello, good evening. Hi everybody. Hi Balu. Nice to have you here. Schön, dass du da bist. Looks like we're already going down the hill here while I am setting up my stream, so that's not good. We don't want to end up in the water before we even started. Just gotta get rid of that overlay here and yeah, come over here and let me just find a position where we don't immediately start taxing. Maybe I can also pause the game for a second. I want to no, I need to reach a checkpoint to change my call sign there. Good. So, welcome, one thing after another. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Good to have you here. Tonight we are trying out a charming little indie game. It's called Bush 22. And as you can see, we are in a small bush plane, very low poly, very stylized world too, with the trees and such. It's very dreamy and cool vibe overall, and I really dig it. So I've played some time before, so kind of know what I'm doing in this game, but I've started a fresh save for this stream, so yeah, we're starting in hard mode, the hardest of the 4 modes, so the most unforgiving one. Yeah. The point of this game is to fly this bush plane around, reach checkpoints. You can see in the distance there is a flagpole. I don't know if you can see it in the stream, but there are land checkpoints and water checkpoints, so little platforms, and you have to land like on the ground. It's a bush flying simulator, right? There are a few airfields, but mostly you're just you know, flying around the world and landing wherever you need to land. No, that's not the game where we build an airplane. This is the airplane we have. That's the only airplane. We can upgrade it later, but that's the one we have. I think 2 weeks ago it was when I streamed a game called Lake Hopper, where we flew the seaplane, like the flying boat. That one we had to build up from the ground, yeah, and fly it too. But this one is different. This is just flying. It has its own soundtrack, but I figured I'm gonna play you some lo-fi beats. Found them more fitting. Also the game soundtrack sometimes like cuts out, you know. So, or that, you know, it plays a song and then it pauses the music and then it randomly plays another song. It's only 10 songs. Like, okay, it's great, but yeah, I want to have music steadily in the background for our chill out stream here. Yeah, so that's why we're listening to lo-fi synthwave. I thought that quite fitting for the mood of this game. Yeah, and like the flight model, it's not a super serious flight simulator, but it's not an arcade game either, and you really have to pay attention what you do and land softly. And we are starting with a really crappy and a weak engine. Like, the plane's not very good. I have played to the point where it all was upgraded, and it just handles better, it flies better, it has more power, it can take off on a, you know, just on an inch and be airborne. And that's not the case here in the beginning. we got weather simulation, we got wind and precipitation, so you can see the map here on the lower right, and also the wind vector just coming from the south now at 1.5 meters per second. So now we're in luck for now. We don't have too much wind, too much turbulence, but that's gonna change. It's got a whole weather engine, weather's gonna change, and also a day-night cycle. To the left you can see our normal flight instruments, so artificial horizon. To the left of that there's the rate of climb in meters per second, I think, so 4 meters per second rate of climb for now. We're not very fuel efficient, so we already spent like 1/6 of our fuel. So yeah, we should be I should stop talking and start delivering soon, I guess. Got an airspeed indicator to the right, altimeter. That's a radio altimeter, as I understand it, to the right of the artificial horizon, so meters above ground. And then to the very right is, yeah, just the normal airspeed indicator, and also your altimeter above sea level. Good. Let us just a second come in here to the world map. No, it's not harder per se when it's raining, but it will be harder to see probably because the weather's worse. You're not seeing as far. It's more turbulent. Yeah. The rain itself doesn't really concern us, but the implications of the rain, that there's clouds and there's just more turbulent air and such. Yeah, those maps are randomly generated, so the one map I flew before starting this playthrough looked totally different. But that's cool, I like that layout. We got checkpoints here, which are just the flagpoles in the ground where we can land, and we have to be near them to use them. And also we have a few, I think 5 airstrips per map, which are real runways, and it's just cheaper to refuel and to upgrade the plane there. So yeah, we do have a small small amount of money to start, $2,000 I think. Let me see on the world map here. Yeah, I think I want to land on just a normal land checkpoint in the flatlands first, and upgrade the engine right away. We're gonna take a job to an airfield and then upgrade the engine there. We need more power, more lift. That's probably the most important. We can't take any heavy jobs with this plane in this configuration. I wouldn't do that, especially not from somewhere here in the mountains. So again, to the right you can see we're heading like 290 straight for the checkpoint. Gonna come off the gas a bit, because we're about to land. So first things first, we have to find the thing. It's gonna be up on this plateau, I think, so put in some more throttle there so we can make it up the mountain. Oh god, I forgot how useless this plane is in the beginning. But we can see the flagpole up there. It's also showing us the wind direction. So let's at least try to fly properly here. Comes in some sort of downwind leg, and we're gonna land in the opposite direction there on this crest up there. Don't want to get too slow yet. But again, we already spent a third of our fuel, so yeah, gotta make haste. Bring something to the hopefully nearest airport, or yeah, that's not too far away, so we can't reach it with the fuel that we have. Oh man, first landing is gonna be in the night. That's great. Also, I'm coming in too fast, way too fast. Want to have 30 or less within the yellow range. No, no, no. Come on. Come on. But we're in luck. So stepping on the brakes. Let's not tip the plane over. Checkpoint in range. Good. So here, out in the wild, fuel and upgrades are 5 times more expensive, so we're not gonna refuel here. But we're gonna take a delivery, and there's always 5 types of deliveries. It's always normal, water platform, heavyweight, low time, and airstrip. And this airstrip is 10 kilometers away and 101 kilograms, so we should be able to do that. And also I want to be, of course, I want to be the calcium boy. We can sleep here, but I'd rather not. Nighttime is more challenging, but also very beautiful, like the day-night cycle. I want to see it. I don't want to sleep through the night, at least not yet. Yeah, we're just gonna take this delivery. Also, we're gonna save soon and saved often. And we should have done that before the landing too, because it's really easy to break this plane. Good. Seed, calm snake. Ah, it's done by 2 words. Okay. The first C I had was lazy fox. And as you can see, I'm 91 complete. Also hard mode. And I'm rich. And here we aren't. Good. Let's try to get out of here. We saved the game, so that should be fine. Down the hill and off we go. Heading on the left, you can see the data for the job. So heading 064 will bring us to the site, to the airfield in 10 kilometers. Oh man, we have to cross that mountain there. Good, great. Let's come parallel to the ridge here and climb. Not quite full power, but pretty much full power. Let's reduce the airspeed to, it's probably also meters per second, 60 meters per second or so, or less. And yeah, that way we can clear the mountain here. But you can already see how this game is very, very moody. It's such a minimalistic game, but it feels really good. The plane flies really nicely. Again, it's not 100% a serious simulation, but it does the job. The plane feels good. It's got some weight to it. You can feel the wind. And yeah, when you land, the wheels flex and brake in the worst case. So yeah, it does feel really nice. It's a really, really neat little game there. And we can hardly cross 60 kilometers per second there. Look, down there's a water platform. Probably wouldn't be able to take off from there in this state. Again, in the end, it's gonna be very easy. We're gonna have quite a powerful plane, but for now, we just gotta be careful. On the job description, it also says current delivery to IOIE. The names, I think, are also randomly generated, just vowels. And then 30 12, so that's the runway heading 300 and 120 degrees. So we can plan accordingly. Wind pretty much coming from the right, like from the south, so it's gonna be from the side, but yeah, it's coming a bit more from the south. So we're gonna land on runway 12. So 5.5 kilometers, we can already start descending there. And it's starting to appear on the map, but it looks like we have to cross, yeah, IOIE, gotta cross that mountain ridge first. Looks like we need some more altitude. Fuel is in the red already, so yeah, we better not mess that up. I want to come over here more. Otherwise, I guess we would have to come in too steep on the airfield. Reducing the throttle already, we're already almost here over the crest. And then we're coming over, planning to point our little direction arrow through IOE towards 120, and that should bring us right on final, right? 60, we can lower the flaps already. So much, pretty much on final, just a bit to the left of center line, there's the airport coming up. Let's see if we can do that. It's right up against the mountain here. So engine to idle. So this old and very bad plane here has a lot of track, so we can do it no problem. The later plane we cannot. We cannot do something like this, probably. Oh, I should have saved, but that was close, man. That almost broke our landing gear there. But awesome, that was our first delivery. Let's quickly save the game. Checkpoint menu. 16% fuel, so let's refuel that. 166 bucks. And let's see, the first upgrades are very cheap. So I guess let's upgrade everything to level 2 first and foremost. I want to have engine power. I want to have engine power and lift. Just to shorten our takeoff roll. And then I want to have nothing for now. We are refueled and we have to save again, but let's see. Water platform. It's too early for water platform. And it's also nighttime. It does give us a lot of cash though. 172 kilograms to the water platform. You know what? We can always abandon the job if it's not possible, but after all, we want to have a challenge. Like, we want to have money, we want to progress. Let's go. Game is saved. Flaps coming up. But we gotta go 18 kilometers towards 155. We're almost doing that already. $172 kilograms, not going to be the lightest plane. Oh boy, hope that wasn't a mistake. I mean, to be honest, I'm more worried about not being able to take off from the water platform than to be able to land there. But we're gonna see. We want to come over in this direction, right? We're gonna make it over the mountains here, no problem. 155, 153. That's right into the wind. God, we're slow. What's it called? Yao water platform. 12 kilometers distance. And 153. Let's check that out on the map for a second. I don't know how big that circle is though. But there is a water plat. No, it's... should be this one, right? That's 153. 150. That's already almost 160, so that's not this one. Has to be this one. So lake and mountain range there. Yeah, we can clear that. It's not too high. It's more forgiving in the sand, and as you see, more towards the edge of the maps, there's going to be the harsh lands. I guess in the beginning we're gonna stay a little more closer to the center of the map. Just to earn some money, upgrade the plane, and then we can go to the more harsher regions. Look at that. Just a few polygons, but it's just looking so cute. Like the glowing forest there beneath us. Coming over a bit more to the right. Let's see, yeah, we should be able to make that mountain, no problem. But it's rising towards the left, so... we're just gonna keep that southbound course for just a second longer, although the platform is gonna be more to the left, but... we can already start descending here, come off the throttle a bit, preserve some fuel. And it's 5 in the morning, sun's gonna come up soon. And there's our destination on the map, so we're gonna do a left turn soon and then come over the north side of the lake. And then onto the water platform into the wind. 4 meters per second, that's gonna be in our favor. Good, I can see it just there in the distance, so let's quickly save the game. Because we're not gonna be crash-free forever. I'm about to stall out here. I mean, not really. 30 is okay for the plane. And we need to be slow, of course. We're pretty much into the wind now. And if we're coming at it at an angle, it's just gonna be more runway for us to use, right? I did save the game, so we're about to stall out here. Oh my god, man. 170 kilograms to a water platform. That was a stupid idea. There we go, there goes nothing. We're too low, too low, too low, too low, too low. Oh my god, we almost did that. Okay, okay, no worries, no worries. No worries, that was looking good. But it was a good reminder to keep some engine power on. Wind's also getting a bit more gusty. Could have saved the game there on final. I know how many how many tries I need for that landing. We're gonna slow the plane down. We're too fast. 45 is too fast. Coming in a bit too steep. More power. Keep the power on. Keep the power on. Keep the power on. Off. That was great. That was great. I'm happy with that. Checkpoint menu. We got 60% fuel. That's great. 5,000 bucks. That's awesome, but we don't want to refuel here. We got 60% left, so short hop. And the airstrip is almost 20 kilometers away. 165 kilograms to the airstrip. That's gonna be 2,400 bucks. 2,500 bucks. I want that. I want that. I want that. I want that. Can we please turn? Also, let me just come over here for a second. Just manage my stuff here. Like so. I still on screen if I delete that. Okay. Just disregard the spam messages. Did the wind shift? And I don't want to fall off the platform, come on. Just gonna go for it. Keeping the rudder in. Yeah, look, we're starting to become lighter and lighter. Let's speed up a bit, nose down, flaps up. Allowing the plane to speed up where we have to go, 3, 3, 5. So that's the right turn. Coming out of the red with the engine power. And climbing out at 60, 65 roundabouts. Perfect. 339, so we gotta go a bit more to the right, but we cannot make that mountain here yet. So good, now we can come over to 341, 342. About so. It's gonna be the same airfield again, that's great. Of course, in the end we want to visit all the airfields. But surely not tonight, so I don't even care. I want to upgrade the plane. I want to make money and upgrade the plane. Also make it more fuel efficient, so we don't always have to go to airfields. But the plane is getting empty at a really fast rate here. Oh, we should be fine, should be able to make it to the airport. 10 kilometers is gonna be fine. Look, I don't want to climb. I want to stay at about 1,000. I want to climb a little bit. A 1,000 meters, presumably. That should be fine. Should be fine to should be about the elevation of the airfield. I do find the lo-fi synthwave music really fitting here. I do like that. And that's 5 kilometers to the airfield. Look, it's coming up there in the distance. I'm descending too low, right? It's up on this plateau. Should be. I'm gonna save the game now. Yeah, see the runway. And again, we're gonna land on runway 12, so we're gonna... Do we want to come from this side, or do we want to come from the other side? Let's try it this way. We don't have to use the whole runway, so... It's gonna be okay. Bit more power there. We're about to do quite a steep turn, so we need some airspeed so as to not stall out. But then again, landing is imminent, and we can't be too fast either. But there we go. Come on, up, up, up. Let's not get too slow. Yeah, touchdown before the runway there. Who cares? It's a bush plane. We're already in checkpoint range, so let's stop here. Awesome. Can cheaply refuel that. We got $7,800. So we can buy some stuff here. Definitely. Okay, I definitely want drag reduction and fuel efficiency twice here. Also engine power. Is lift that important, or weight? We can do both. Like so. We can do one more for 1600. I am inclined to do fuel efficiency, but then again, drag reduction will make us faster. That's also fuel efficiency in a way, and we're faster. I'm gonna go with drag reduction for now. Let's see what we got. Also here the green destinations we already visited, so we also should focus there on doing the white stuff. So we can, you know, step by step unlock everything on the map here. The mountain airfield looks promising. That's 2,500. And heavyweight, that's still a bit more. Heavyweight to the mountains. Oh man, and this is 5,000, but man, send us somewhere else. There's 1,000 water platforms here. Good. We want to do heavyweight. We did some upgrades to the plane, so we're gonna be fine. We are gonna be fine. Save the game. And off we go. And flaps up. So, gotta turn around, 340 again, and 10 kilometers. Maybe we have to do another circle. Let's see if we can. Probably can't pass there already. Maybe we can. Yeah, we can do it. You can do it, little plane. Awesome, so coming out of the red. Preserve some fuel there. Hopefully it wasn't too early. Yeah, but looks we can make it over the hill, over the treetops here. No problem. New heading is 344, so let's come over here. Look, there's a checkpoint that's not on the map. There's also, of course, secret checkpoints to unlock. So that's gonna be fun. So we're already nearing, that's 5 kilometers away. But it said mountainous terrain, right? Evergreen forests. There we go, 348. There it is. No, it's not in the mountains. Look, it's just there on the greenlands. Well, that's great. I take that, especially in that wind. And the snowy forests. Great. We're too slow. Yeah, sure, with that heavy load. I get that, okay. And we want to make ourselves as much space as possible to maneuver. We have to touch down softly with that kind of load. Oh man, we are discovering biomes left and right now. That's great. Also 2 minutes left. Is that also a time critical delivery? What is that all about? Normally you have more time. I'm not 100% sure if those rocks down there have collisions, but don't want to find out either. Here we go. Around and up. Nose up. Nose up. Nose up. Oh damn, the gear didn't like that. But we made it. That's a lot of goals we just completed. Chaos Wind. Yeah, I think so. Also, we're getting pushed back. Checkpoint menu. We got 69% fuel. That's nice. It's 100 kilograms to the water platform. I want to do that. Look. That's gonna be $12,000. We can stop. We can do a stop at an airfield on the way. 131 heading. We can plan that in a second. Save that. See the world map here. 100 and what? 31. So we want to be... Let's come here. Let's discover this airfield. That's exactly 150 degrees. And we're gonna go from there. Good. Take off. Little bit more throttle. 150 degrees. Like so. There's a mountain coming up, so let's just steadily climb here. Checking on the map just once more. Yeah. Can cross here. And then across the lake past the airfield. We already know. Fuel up and then complete the job. I mean, fuel up and also we can upgrade the plane with the money we have. And that's gonna give us even more performance. Yeah, we need to come more over there and then... Yeah, we can cross that, no problem. That's the lake, that's the airfield. Like on the map, I can't see it here on screen, but I can see it on the map. Yeah, airfield's there. Wind's coming from the south, still 10 meters per second. It's quite gusty. There we go, like so, right. Runway 16. About like so. Ah, look, it's up on the plateau, so... Yeah, it's looking good. It's looking good. Not quite idle, but trying to lose some speed now. 60, we can lower the flaps. There we go. Wind shifted, not in our favor. Yeah, crosswind from the left. That's okay. 5 meters per second. Roundabouts. We can do that. Trying to hold about 30. And decreasing our rate of descent there. I wish we had a cockpit view there. I find it easier to fly from the cockpit. Probably does look cooler from the outside there. Ouch, that was hard. Let us refuel and let's upgrade. I want to go for balance, really. Like so we can upgrade one more to 5. Let's have even more fuel efficiency. Like so. Good, save that. And now we're going 120 degrees. Need to be coming left anyway to clear the mountain here. That's great. That's exactly where we want to go. That looks magical. Not sure what that's supposed to be there in the forest, but it looks cool. Definitely looks cool. And we got 20 kilometers ahead of us. Looks like another mountain ridge coming up. Let's climb to about 1500 here. Like so, that should be fine. Not 100% sure what the colors on the map mean. But we're at 750 meters, so should be able to clear all of that. Let's not climb further. Just check if we can cross that mountain there before we play around too much. But now we're over the top, so can have a look at the stars there. Look, next mountain coming up. Hey, look, I think yellow is on the map is up to 2000 meters. And then red is up to 3000 meters. There we go, one more mountain range to cross up ahead. 7 kilometers should be coming up soon. Let's climb just a little bit more. It looks like we can barely cross that. That looks rugged. Yeah, look on the map. It's going into the red. So red is 2000. You know what? I want to know here. Terrain map. Green up to 1000, yellow up to 2000, red up to 3000, white above 3000. Great. And that's it there on the lake, right? Old Oak. Let's get the flaps out. We're already pretty much into the wind, so let's lose some altitude here. There we go. It's right in front of us. Some power, and let's save. Bit more power, bit more power. Too much, let's stay below 30 meters per second. Like so. Idle, down, come on. On the brakes. Great. That is some money, I like that. 67% fuel, so airstrip is... That's a long way. But that's 7,000. Right, so that's 10,000. 30 kilometers into the mountains. I mean, the zone is mountains, which means it's more towards the outside of the map, not towards the center. I think that's what that means. Not necessarily high up. It's also not mountainous terrain if it's on the water, right? Yeah, but that's 11k, but I want to go to the airstrip where fuel and upgrades are cheap. Also, it's a wide airfield, so we haven't landed there anyways. So yeah, 140 kilograms, 37.2 kilometers, but we got 67% fuel. It's gonna be fine. We are pretty fuel efficient already, so great. Let's just have the wind push us back just a bit here. And after takeoff, want to turn around pretty much 180 degrees. Need to go heading 246. Let's go. Up, flaps up. Good. Getting the throttle out of the red. Or just at the corner of the red. We need to bring her out of that pit though. There we go, 240. We need to get a bit... Can we go in there? It's probably gonna kill us here, right? But no risk, no fun. We got some speed that we can convert into altitude. Then alongside the mountain here. As soon as we can cross, we're gonna do that. I want to make it over there before the terrain starts rising again. Can you do that, little plane? Can you do that for me? Almost getting too slow. Oh, come on, please. Pretty please. No, we're stalling out. That's not good. Yeah, I killed us. God damn. I wanted too much. I mean, we saved. We can test out if we can just... Come on, yeah. Take off without rolling back here. Just gonna keep maximum engine power now. That's gonna bring us over the hill. Not quite here, but we should aim for here, right? It's not as high as the other place. Just fly a little loop, and we're gonna aim for that saddle there in the terrain. The Savannah. Okay. But the plane is already climbing way better than before. So that's awesome, and we're gonna be able to cross that here. What we need, 245. 35 kilometers. Like so, keeping the climb. I want to be at 2000. Good. Got a tailwind there. Not much, but it's in our favor. So 85 meters per second ground speed. That's awesome, I take that. Good, power comes to about 65%. I really hope we are fuel efficient enough here to make that. We are approaching our final third of the tank. We're pretty fast, so yeah, let's have half power on. About 2,000 meters. Not that high of terrain coming up. Let me see on the map here. Yeah, we're going towards the flatlands. And then towards... It's gonna be this airfield, right? 240. So no need to go excessively high too, so... Like so. It's also a very cheap game, I think. I have to check, I'm not really sure, but really didn't cost much. Like cost much. Let's not go off course here while I'm on my phone. It's $4.99 on Steam, so if you like what you're seeing, just get the game. Don't even have to wait for sale, probably. So $5 and it's yours. Again, it's got its own soundtrack too. If you don't want to, or you can just listen to your music, to podcasts, whatever. It's just a relaxing game to unwind. And this is hard mode, so it's just the game is weaker in the beginning. You know, the weather's a bit more excessive, and I think the plane just breaks more easily. So there are also more easy modes. So it's really for everybody. Everybody can just jump into it and have a good time. I definitely recommend it. Again, let me check on the map for a second. Can start a slight descent, but I don't want to go below 1500 yet. Gotta come a little bit more to the right. Like so, 35% engine power. That's good. That's looking good. Yeah, we need to cross that, so... Yeah, staying at 1500 here, definitely. Let's see where we can cross. So here. Here seems good. And then we're entering the flat, or at least the flatter lands. Yeah. Let's not get too slow, let's lose altitude. Five kilometers to the field. There we go. It's on this peninsula. And we're gonna land on 1-3, so let's come in here over the lake. Like pretty much around that island here. The rocks. So there it is. So flaps down, reducing the speed more. Also, I wish there was a button to quick save, so we don't have to go into the menu every time we need to save. And we need to save often. It's a hard game and you lose so much progress. I mean, it would also be interesting for hard mode that you only can save like when you're on the ground. Like on the ground near checkpoint. That would be challenging and frustrating, I suppose, but it's hard mode. Less power, more sync rate. We're a bit high. That was, my god. What was that? That was embarrassing, is what it was. Also, is that a secret water platform straight ahead? Looks like a flagpole and it's not on the map. But that was embarrassing just there. Getting too comfy with myself. We gotta stay vigilant. We got a long runway, yes, but it's still gusty. And the plane's sensitive. Bit more power. More power. Get more power. Stalled onto the beginning of the runway. Perfect. That counts. Let's see. 13% fuel. Oh my god. Good, we got almost 20k. I want to have engine power. I want to have more engine power. I want to have lift. I want to have a bit more control. Also want to do weight reduction. Fuel efficiency is almost fine, but I want to have these two, I think. Like so. 694, but that's now looking good. We're getting somewhere. So we can do any of those, right? What's nearest? What's farthest? That's far, but it gives a good payout. In fact, it does give the best payout to a water platform that we haven't been to. It's only 100 kilograms, so yeah, let's do that. In just a second. Speaking of water, stay hydrated, guys. There we go, look how much more powerful that is already. I mean, especially compared to the beginning. And with only 100 kilograms of freight, that's not a problem. Still, we do need to be cautious a bit with the mountains here. They're not excessively high, but there's another secret water platform. Let's climb to 1500 for now. Let's see where that takes us. We're light and powerful enough that we can do almost anything now. Not too scared. I wonder if those are real constellations. That could be that they're just above the green light of the wing. That could be Orion there. But the Northern Star, I don't know. Can't find the Big Dipper either. Should be somewhere here in the northern part of the sky. That's not it, right? Well, I don't know. What I know is we are getting off course. Like half throttle should be enough. Almost doing 90 there in airspeed. We don't want to waste fuel. Fuel is expensive these days. I mean, what time is it? Isn't World War III supposed to start today? Like this evening. But in American time, I think. So I don't know when exactly. That chat is really quite small, isn't it? Not that there's much going on anyway, but probably should make that a little bit bigger. At least next time I don't want to tap out now. Let's change that. I think I have to change that in the deep in the settings and restart everything. Don't want to do that, but for next time. I'm but a humble amateur. Where are we? 13 kilometers, 25 degrees. Look, there's the airfield. I'm gonna stay at 1500 here. Like, not the airfield, our destination airfield. It's not even an airfield, it's a water platform. But an airfield. And one that we have discovered, so no need to go there. Let's correct a bit to the right. Let's go towards our destination. Also try to avoid the high mountains there. Keep them on our left side. 7.5 kilometers. There's a lake coming up, so I guess that's where the platform is. Wind for now is coming straight from, more or less straight from behind. There's another secret checkpoint down there. Not for us, not for now. Not at night. You can just make out the mountain range to our left. That's kind of scary. Also, is that a water platform that's not on the map? Yeah, it's not on the map, right? Kind of decent. We're over water. Over 1,000 meters. There it is. Some glowing down there. Oh, that's right besides. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Look. 265, yeah, we just passed it. Oh boy. I can't see shite. Let's quickly save. That's gonna kill us here. I mean, we are over water, so at least should not be coming any any terrain from below. Oh, but that's mean. That is so mean, right up against the terrain. I'm on idle. We're a bit too fast. That's not good. Yeah, I think that's not it. No. No, no, no. Wow, man, that game got scary quick. Okay, nothing in front of us, water below us. Come on. Probably the smart thing would be to save here on final. Right. Just in case we crash. We're not wasting too much time here. But that's good. Sun's coming up. At least we can see stuff now. Getting too slow, a bit too slow. Come on. More power. Keep the sync rate for a bit. No more power. And stop. That's gonna kill us. Oh, so close, man. Good, but that was looking half good. We can do that. But we came in too steeply. We need to come in like more shallow with some power on. In a controlled manner, of course. So, probably should point a bit more away from the terrain. Yeah, we're too fast, but let's see if we can't. Come on, brake. Oh shit, I cannot turn around on this platform. Oh, that's gonna be fun. Okay. I haven't even thought about that. Man, almost broke my controller there. There we go, 30. Using a bit power, we need to be more stable. That's 30, that's looking... That looked almost good. And come on. Brake. There we go. That's 13,000 for us. We got half a tank of fuel. Oh boy, oh my god. Okay. Let's see what's close here. Up on the hills that we haven't visited yet. I don't want to refuel just yet. And the airfield one gives us more, but we We also want to discover stuff. And the upgrades can wait. It's only... We can't do any big steps now. The upgrades are getting more and more expensive, so... Yeah, let's not do anything here. Let's just take the short hop here to the normal thing, normal checkpoint. Also save. But you're gonna push us back a bit. Where we want to go to 204 degrees, so that's almost straight ahead. Let's go. Oh, let's not stall out. .207, it's about here. And 6 kilometers. Is this also hidden? It's not on the map. Unyayon. Those names. Oh no, it is on the map. It's coming up behind the mountain. It's going to be on the flatlands. And already we are almost into the wind. I'm going to correct it a little bit to the left there. Let's start a descent, follow the terrain. I see the pole in the distance. Flaps coming out. Is that on the downhill where we're coming from? I want to correct a bit to the left here. That's looking good. That should be fine, right? Slightly uphill, not excessively so. Brake, brake, brake. Kaplank. What you got? All new stuff, that's cool. 13 kilometers to an airstrip that we haven't done yet. That's great, we got enough fuel for that. Heading 020. I'm paranoid, so we're gonna save. Let's go. I'm just waiting to be over that, and we're gonna come over more about 040 probably initially, so we just scrape the mountain with our wing, or the wing with the mountain. That's good. Let's look on the map for a second. The airfield is... Oh yeah, we will have to cross a kind of high mountain there, so... Let's keep the power on for a second longer, let's climb. And that's looking good. 1500 meters. Might want to go even a bit higher, but also want to preserve fuel. We are in the red already again. But we're heading straight for a slightly red part of the map there. I want to go to 2000 definitely, and hope that that is going to be enough for us. Look at that water platform. That's the one we just took. That was crazy. Look, we should be able to cross here. And that's the airport coming up on the other side. And I want to come from the southeast. And we're gonna leave the altitude here. And just have the mountain here on our right side, descending aggressively. We're close to the airfield and we need to lose a lot of altitude. Look. Get the flaps out. Let's again save, of course. I'm not gonna come in directly. I'm gonna fly out a little bit more. And then stuff should be fine. Gonna hug the terrain here, come over. Like so, speed's looking good, decelerating a bit. That was too early, too aggressive, but not to worry. Going to idle and dropping in. And stop. Great, some goals completed. Didn't even read them. Refueling and upgrades. 17k. What we want. You know what? Control. That's not the most important right now. Need more lift. We want more engine power, definitely. We can do one more here. That means we can just take more. We can take more easily. I want to have less drag. Good. Where are we going? We're full on fuel. We want to make cash. This or this low timer water platform. It's 8,000. Haven't done a low time before, right? We got a fast plane now. That's a lot of bonus. It's very close to each other. But I want to land at a normal checkpoint in the mountains. Low time sounds good. Let's go. Save that. Let's go. 270 degrees. And up. Also for how minimalistic this game is. It's very... It feels very diverse in its landscapes. You know what I mean? Like this green and now rainy alpine region has an entirely different feel to the autumn forest or the yellow, like the sand. Is it sand dunes? I don't know, but it looks and feels totally different. I like that a lot. 270 degrees here through the valley and 12 kilometers. Also, let's reduce the engine power, but we're going fast. We're going 107 meters per second. That's awesome. Oh, and we're coming up on a high mountain, so yeah. High mountain range there. Yeah, we can just cross here. Just so we're on the other side. We're going to Aeneas. 7 kilometers and 3.5 minutes. That's no problem. Just cannot miss it, and we need to... Could probably do one go around, but it's always best to hit it on the first try. Four kilometers. Where is it? Where is it? $280. Come on, it should be. Ah, it's there. It's there. It's there. Okay. Can we do that? Got 2.5 minutes, so we could do a go around, but again, we don't do go arounds. That was hard, but not too hard. Fast delivery, urgent delivery. Done. Still got 78% fuel. Let's see. Heavyweight to Irbu into the mountains. Heavyweight, we haven't seen that, but that's the most we can make. We can take that. No worries. Plane's powerful enough. Save that. Let's go. And we're almost going the right direction already. But we have to... Somehow we have to cross those mountains with our heavy load. 434 kilograms. Also shouldn't go full power. I think there's a penalty, a big penalty of fuel usage when you go full power. And look, plane is quite powerful now, we upgraded it. So it's just breezing up the mountain there. And coming over to 219 now. Like so, roundabouts. It's looking great. Let's not descend. Oh man, and nighttime is upon us. Doing a heavy delivery into the mountains. That's... Is that a good idea? I sure hope so. Another mountain range coming up there, so let's just keep climbing. Slowly climbing. Shouldn't have to go further up than 2,000 meters. It's looking good. It's all yellow there, no red. It's gonna be fine. Oh, and we're climbing. Didn't even see that. Was managing the stream from my phone. Yeah. Always getting distracted. And that's not good. It's converted altitude into speed. Want to go places. Then again, we are nearing the terrain here. We are going in mountainous terrain. That's why the payout is so good. So it's not gonna be too easy. Look, upcoming terrain looks higher than we are. So apparently that was a mistake to leave the altitude just yet. See some red on the map there. 10 kilometers to the checkpoint. Let's see. Oh, it's not on the map, the checkpoint, as it looks like. But I think it's the right decision to stay on the left side here. It's not decent. So 5 kilometers should be... Where is it? And the weather's changing, visibility is dropping. Okay, great. Three kilometers. Do you want to tell me it's down there in the valley? Where is it? 200 degrees, so a bit more left. 1 kilometer. There it is. There it is. We're gonna go for it. Come on. Bleed off this speed, please. Oh, that's not gonna be it. That is not gonna be it. Oof, this is scary. This is really scary. Where are you? Just behind us. Tight turn. Please don't crash. Tighter, tighter. There we go. Almost approach speed there. More or less into the wind, up the hill. That's good. Looking great. Oh boy, and heavy, and I didn't save the game. That almost killed us. Like so. Now nothing can go wrong, right? We're in range. Just put her down. Just put her down here. It's looking good. It's looking... Oh my god. Come on. Come on. Down, down, down. Oh, that's gonna kill us. Go around, go around, go around. My eyes are bleeding from staring at the screen. I'm so concentrated, I'm so tense. But that didn't look too shabby though. Where is it? Back there in the distance. Looking great. Going pretty much into the wind again. Let's do it. Slow down a bit. We're too fast. Too fast. So... idle, idle, idle. This is it. This is it. Bit closer. Like so. Holy crapperino. Chaos Wind Night. Let's see on the map. We are far from any airport, so we have to refuel here. Don't have enough fuel to go anywhere. Checkpoint menu. I mean, we can afford it, no problem. But still, if I can save money, I want to do so. I want to spend the money on upgrades. But of course not here. There seems to be another airstrip in the flatlands that we haven't been to. It's gonna give us 4,000. Not gonna be enough for all the upgrades. Oh man, this heavyweight job is... But we've been there. We've been to this checkpoint. It's a good payout, but That's this 15 kilometers low time. We can do that. That's $7,000. I want to do that in 5 minutes. Want to make some money. Don't need to go to the airstrip right away. What do we need? Look how expensive that is. I mean, we're looking good. We're right on track. Good, we're gonna take this low time job, 168 degrees. Save that. Let's go. And just turn around here tightly. And like so. Speeding up, gaining altitude. I got 4.5 minutes, 15 kilometers. Let's make haste. Heading 170 since when? Oh, sure, yeah, I would not 106 but 160. Oh my god, okay. Let us look on the map. Is that it here? Okay, full power, we're full on gas. Doesn't matter. I don't even need to go that much south, right? Like so. 180 degrees. Come right over the mountain here. Pull back on the throttle, save some fuel. There's another high mountain coming up and we have to cross that, I think. (1,300 meters visibility. Can't see shit. Uwaya is the name. Okay, that's not it there on the map. Look at that. Just crossing that. That's great. 2.5 minutes, 7.5 kilometers. Five and a half kilometers. Where is that? It's not on the map. Oh, man. That's gonna be fun. I'm gonna save that again here. Sorry for saving so often, but I'm paranoid. I don't know how... That circle on the map, how big that is. I think it's 4.5 kilometers. Oh boy, mountainous terrain coming up. Where's this checkpoint? Where are we? 220, 224, 200. Yeah, we are nearing. Where are you? 230. Where is that? It's on the other side. 1.5 kilometers. Let's already get the flaps out. 50 seconds. Where is that? 245. It's here. Look. Discover the oasis. Yeah, we did. Cool. 30 seconds. What? Let's save that here. This needs to be perfect. Seconds. It's gonna cut it close. Damn, is that even doable? Can't do it like that, right? 2, 1. Delivery failed. Okay. Where are we at? Oh boy, I saved here, okay. Wasn't the smartest decision. Oh, that's not it. That's not it either. Might just have to take that loss. I don't know if I'm unable to can. If I'm able to can. If I'm able to do it. 20 seconds. Come on, that's looking better. 14 seconds. Come on there. This has to be it. This has to be it. This has to be it. Nose up. Come on. Get on. 4, 3, 2, 1. No! Come on. It's doable. It's doable and we're gonna do it. Loads to slot 1. Go. Idle. Don't even need to come all the way up here. This is checkpoint range 2, so just put it down here. Here's good. Here is good. Please. Please just stop. 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Delivery complete. Oh my god, boy. That was great, man. I was worried there for a second. I need more water. Give me a second, please. That gave me a dry mouth. Like so. To an airfield. Water platform in the mountains. It's not really near each other, right? I mean, money. We need the money. We need the money for the upgrades. So we're gonna do that first, and then hope the fuel is gonna be enough for for a delivery to the nearest, hopefully, airfield. Let's go. We can cross the mountain here, right? Oh, and also definitely save that. Yeah, that was great. I'm happy with that. I wanted a challenge and I got it. Oh, we're at 2,500 meters there. That's probably enough. And it is. No need to descend much either. There are high mountains in this area. But sure. Good. Really gusty weather too. Gusty weather, bad visibility. There's nothing around us. It's kind of scary again. As long as navigation and the instruments are working, we're fine. We will be fine. Let's not climb further. That's excessive. "13 kilometers, okay, but we have to cross one more mountain. Almost at the right X coordinate. The coordinates are meters, right? Doesn't give me anything as long as I don't know how big that circle on the map is. That is some turbulence today. That's good. We are here for the challenge and we're getting it. At 6 kilometers, I think we can leave our altitude here. We're gonna go into this lake somewhere. There we go, 92 degrees, 3 kilometers. At 1.5, not even 1.5 kilometers of visibility. That's great, and the platform is not on the map. It's also great. 2 kilometers. Should start slowing down. I mean, we got tailwind, so I have to turn around anyway. There's a wall coming up. Could almost stalled out there. We're gonna save that. Looking for 30 meters per second. That should be around 60 knots, more or less. My conversion rates here are correct. One more push here over the edge. God damn. Land on 5 hidden platforms. Yeah, I didn't. That was just a tail wheel, man. I don't need that. Oh, let's not make the same mistake this time. That was too hard almost. There we go. Good, we got 38% fuel. Can we go to an airfield? That's not too far away. We can do that with 40% fuel. That's even gonna give us 6,000. Wow, look at that. 40 kilometers of heavy weight. And that's 17,000. I'm greedy. I want the money. I want the water platform. But this, not the heavyweight. Let's do that. You know what? We're gonna have to refuel anyway, so let's do that here. Doesn't matter, we are kind of rich. Let's take that job. Save the game. Let's go. Good. Heading is already more or less correct. So let's make haste. I love that, man. Low flying through the desert. Look at that. It's a hidden checkpoint. We do have time, right? Also, that looks cool with the... It's gonna be a takeoff over the cliff. I want to do that. Come on. Oh, that's gonna kill our gear. Yeah, definitely. That was stupid. Let's come up more like so. It looks more healthy. Slow down, but we're gonna land uphill, so we're gonna bleed off that speed anyway. No worries there. Come on, boink. Just unlock that. Got enough fuel and everything, so let's just go. Flaps can stay up. We're gonna go over the cliff here. Awesome. But there's nightfall. That means we're getting... The weather's gonna change. I think it's always changing at midnight. Yeah, in early versions the weather would change more frequently, but it was more chaotic. So that I've changed it to only be changed once a day. And yeah, I hope there's gonna be less turbulence tomorrow. It should be enough for now, right? Almost 2,500. Let's level off. So we see where that takes us. There's something below us. But we're crossing it, so that's good. Did I just see stuff on our altitude? Can't be right. We're at 2,500. That should be enough to cross pretty much everything yellow. There's no red there. Well, we are. Good, so 13 kilometers, 12 kilometers. That's good. And then we got time for one more jump to the nearest airfield, to the airfield job. And we should be able to do quite some upgrades, right? Another high mountain coming up, so can regain that altitude. That's a bit too early for the descent. So above 2,000, about 270 on the heading, a bit more to the right. Some mountains in front of us just at our altitude. It's looking good, right? Yeah, we're gonna cross that. And then 5 kilometers, now we can start to lose some altitude there. There it is. Yeah, look, the circle is 4.7 kilometers, 4.6. It just crossed the marking on the map. Looks like there's a hidden platform. Oh, we're not gonna land on that. Alright, it's on the other side of that peninsula. Can we cross that here? I want to land towards the wind. Like so. Where is it? There we go. Might be too high. Oh well. Speed's bleeding off nicely. Should be fine. Let's save that. Come on. Down. Shallow out. Let's lose that speed. Come on, girl. 45. Bit too fast. Come on, I can do it. 30. Nose up. And brake, rudder, come on. Round the bend. Good enough. Good enough. I got 50% fuel. Let's see, airstrip is. I'm not sure, but I want to try. Let's just try that. Almost 200 kilograms, fine. And that's another 7.5k, almost 8. Good. We're gonna save that. Oh, into the wind. More or less. Not really, but let's go. It's gonna be fine. Oh, we're gonna go 037 now. Right. Gotta cross the mountain here while also conserving fuel. That's gonna be fun. It's looking cool, but where can I cross? Right there is gonna be the spot. That looks doable. That's costing us so much fuel. But look, we got 3 kilometers of visibility and only 12% of turbulence. That's just great. That's what I want to see. 30 kilometers. And a third tank of fuel. That's not good. But it's also not catastrophic. Also, I mean, look, there's... should be going for this airport, right? So hopefully, or this airport. I don't know how big the whole map is, but there's a ton of checkpoints there, so we can land anywhere and just fuel up if need be. No worries, we can do it. Need to correct a little bit to the left there. Love that color scheme here. The dark purple of the sky, like dark blue, dark purple, and light purple below us, and that silhouette of the mountains also in front of us, just coming out of the darkness. I just think that looks neat. I mean, now we're flying really fuel efficient. It seems like we got 20 kilometers, a little bit more, but still about 30% of fuel, so that's not looking too bad. I'm quite confident that we can make it to the airfield. And look at those colors. I like the combination. Like so. It's not decent either. Probably more mountains coming up, but we're heading towards more of the center of the map. So not the most excessive of hills there. Should be fine around 1500 feet, even below that. Winds coming from the northwest, so we're gonna expect runway 30 there. Ten kilometers. Let's check on the map here for a second. Yeah, we can definitely start our descent there. And as we're aiming more to the right than we should, but the heading to the field is 0 to 2 degrees, 0 to 1 now. You see it on the delivery window there. And by keeping to the right of that, we're heading towards 030 now, and that heading to the field is going to decrease now. We're going to decrease that heading until we have 300 degrees, at which point we are going straight for the runway. And straight into the direction of the runway too. And we're aiming for the base leg now. Look, it's coming up here on the map screen. And when you imagine a 120 degree line going through the point, it's like pretty much perpendicular right to our flight path now. So we're just entering the base turn there. Behind the mountain is the airfield, and then we can just turn left towards the runway and be able to land, no problem. Getting a bit slow for the distance that we have. Look at that magical forest there, all purple. Oh yeah, it's on the plateau. It's not on ground level. I remember. So yeah, there's the runway coming in sight. Flaps down. That's 45. Like on the speed, 45 meters per second. Looking for 30 there. Let's introduce some throttle, some thrust there. All in all, it's not looking too bad. We need a bit more. It's a bit too much sink rate, right? And that's a stall. Almost. Like so, right? No, that wasn't enough. Like 30% power is also not enough. What's happening? We aren't even that heavy. That's looking decent now with half power. Bit less now. That's okay. What's up? Come on. That almost killed us. Good. The delivery is complete. And that means we are rich. Refuel the plane. Let's see what we can do with that kind of money. I mean, let's bring everything up to 8 here. Oh, I brought that to 9. Okay. Good. The last step is gonna cost 8,164. Good. Definitely want to have the power at 9. 3 more. Yeah. All of this except control. That is great. We're almost done. I mean, done with the upgrades. There are 100 checkpoints on the map, but yeah, we almost did complete the upgrades. It's not too bad for 2.5 hours of playtime, I would say. Good, you know what? Let's do one more low time job to a unknown field, just to test out the plane. It should be more than capable of doing that right now. It's powerful, it's fast. Should be no problem. So, it's fueled up, taking the job, and saving the game. And let's go. Where we gotta go? 90 degrees. Up, flaps up. Come over. That's 7 kilometers distance. I don't know what kind of platform that is. Look, 94 degrees to the station, so we can stay kind of low. Low and fast. That's how I like it. 4 kilometers. Should be coming in now. So... What? Saving often, but... It's a hidden one. Should be somewhere there. 89, so... Where are you? We're already at a good trajectory there. Ah, it's up there. It's up there on top of that little hill. Perfect. We got 1 minute 50. That should be absolutely doable. He said, crashing the plane. Got kind of a nasty crosswind though. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Don't play around. what a bird. It is definitely capable now. Good, we're gonna save here. Right, but guys, I think this is where I end the stream. I had a lot of fun, but it's getting late. And again, we almost rushed through that upgrade game there. That is awesome. It was a very successful cargo run tonight, and I'm happy about that. Good. But with that, want to thank you all for watching, for tuning in. Thanks for sharing a bit of the stream with me. If you're watching this on YouTube, you know what to do. Like, subscribe if you like the content. There's more live streams on the channel, and I try to upload regularly. Apart from that, nothing more to say then. Thank you all very much for watching. Have a great night, and bye-bye.